Hi, Dr. Karen Can here.
Hi, Dr. Karen Can. How you doing?
And in this video, I'm going to show you how I do self-muscle testing.
Fine. Don't care.
Muscle testing is also called applied kinesiology, and there are many different training programs for this. But what I'm going to show you is something that works for me and for some of my patients.
So I looked up applied kinesiology, and it was invented by a chiropractor named George Joseph Goodhart. He served in the United States Army Air Forces during World War II and was stationed in France and England. He was a major at the age of 25 and was awarded the Bronze Star for inventing an electric bombing release mechanism for P-7 ground attack missions, replacing an inaccurate mechanical mechanism. So not a bad guy as far as I can tell. He attended the University of Detroit and then the National College of Chiropractic, and then he practiced with his father for over 30 years. Then he began forming his idea for applied kinesiology. Now, according to the International College of Applied Kinesiology that George J. Goodhart founded, applied kinesiology is a diagnostic tool that uses the neuromuscular system and other measurable parameters to aid in evaluating what is wrong and what to do for a patient. A manual muscle test in AK is conducted by having the patient resist using the target muscle or muscle group while the practitioner applies a force. A smooth response is sometimes referred to as a strong muscle, and the response that was not appropriate is sometimes called a weak response. This is not a raw test of strength, but rather a subjective evaluation of tension in the muscle and smoothness of response, taken to be indicative of a difference in spindle cell response during contraction. These differences in muscle response are claimed to be indicative of various stresses and imbalances in the body. A weak muscle test is equal to dysfunction and chemical or structural imbalance or mental stress, indicative of suboptimal functioning. It may be suboptimal functioning of the tested target muscle, or a normally optimally functioning muscle can be used as an indicator muscle for other physiological testing. A commonly known and very basic test is the arm pull-down test, or delta test, where a patient resists as a practitioner exerts a downward force on an extended arm. Proper positioning is paramount to ensure that the muscle in question is isolated or positioned as the prime mover, minimizing interference from adjacent muscle groups. It's never a good idea to contaminate your data with input from other muscle groups. In 2015, the Australian government's Department of Health published the results of a review of alternative therapies that sought to determine if any were suitable for being covered by health insurance. Applied kinesiology was one of the 17 therapies evaluated for which no clear evidence of effectiveness was found. According to the American Cancer Society, available scientific evidence does not support the claim that applied kinesiology can diagnose or treat cancer or other illness. So, applied kinesiology has been invented by Goodhart and is used exclusively by Goodhart and his followers, and not by the rest of the medical community at large. Now, can we take a second to just look at this man? I mean, look at how round his face is and how happy he looks, and he's got the little bit of rosiness, and he's the kind of person I would want to be like my family doctor. I could trust this guy. Right up until he's cracking my neck. All right, sorry for the interruption, Dr. Karen. Please continue.
So basically, what we can do is we can use the body as, an intuitive um, sign or
Who are you, who are so wise in the ways of science?
a tool.
Um, oh, okay. I suppose so. Let's check that out. Let's see, you graduated magna cum laude from the University of Ottawa School of Medicine, Canada. Sounds pretty good. And became board certified in family medicine in both Canada and the United States. So let's check that out. Oh, as it turns out, Canada is the only developed country without an accreditation system to assess the quality of post-secondary schools, like the United States network of national and regional accreditation organizations. Membership of Universities Canada and provincial charters or legislation are substitutes, but provinces usually do not evaluate universities as rigorously as American accreditation organizations, and graduates of institutions that are not Universities Canada members sometimes find that universities in other provinces do not recognize their degrees. That doesn't sound too good. Let's check out their ranking. Let's see, World Rank. It's in the top 500 schools, so it's ranked World Rank 151 to 200 out of 500. National Regional Rank is 7 to 9, and score on alumni is 0. Total score is not there. make of that what you will. Okay, so you're board certified in family medicine in both the United States and Canada, so let's check that out. I'm going to the American Board of Medical Specialties to check out if my doctor is certified, and let's check out the results. Oh. None were found. Okay, I'm going to open up the parameters, see if I can find something else. Oh, one result for Dr. Karen Can in New York, who is a cardiologist. And is clearly not the same person as this person, honey. Honey. Honey.
This technique I learned from a friend of mine, and the nice thing about this technique is you can use it with just one hand. So using your dominant or non-dominant hand, it doesn't really matter. What you're going to do is you're going to make this shape, sort of like the AOK, but with your fourth finger. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually push your fourth finger against your thumb, and what you're teaching the body to do is give you an answer yes or no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pushing this fourth finger against my thumb, and I'm going to ask the body to tell me what a yes means.
Why?
Normally the body will increase its strength when you say that in your energy fields.
Oh, like this.
So I like to practice with my name. So I'll say my name is Karen. Okay, it's pretty strong. And I'll say my name is Gertrude. And I'll have the same strength, but I can't help it. It just lets go.
She's cute.
In another video, I talked about checking for brain balance. And it's hard to check yourself for brain balance without some sort of self-muscle testing tool.
I mean, I suppose I could see that.
So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I have a baseline, which I just did. Now then I'm going to localize one hand, the other hand, okay, so in this case my right hand, over my right side of my brain. Okay, and make sure your legs aren't crossed and you're sitting up straight. So then I'm going to do this test. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to do this test. Ooh, look at that.
Is it a clue?
Okay, that's weak. That's strong. Let's double check. Weak, strong. Okay, so in this case, my right side is weak, so I have a brain imbalance on the right side. Now, it could mean I'm not hydrated. So let's try that. So we're going to hydrate a little bit. Okay.
Okay. Now you're going to give it time to digest, right? Takes like 5 minutes at least, right?
So let's try it again.
Oh, I guess not. Moving on.
So, right side, yeah, still weak. Left side, strong. Okay. So, so that's number one. Well, before we do the correction, let's check for the second part of the brain balance testing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the hand, okay, and you're going to put it right over the belly button. So you're going to stretch it out and put it right over your belly button with the palm over your belly button, okay?
Okay, I'm following you.
And then you're going to do this again. Okay, so now I'm testing, and that's strong for me. Okay, so, yep, that's strong. All right, so that tells me that my autonomic nervous system is regulating, but in this case, my right and left sides are not even.
Well, gentlemen, this is definitely a genuine, bona fide treasure map.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, Mr. Bimbo told me so. Oh, Mr. Bimbo lives in my finger. He's very smart. He's been to the moon. Thank you. Twice.
All right, everybody, that's all I got for now. We will see Dr. Karen again sometime in the future, but for now, enjoy the spring.